Hello. Today I'd like to talk about how you can make a grid much more simple than the way I previously showed in a video with the fan protector. And this watched a YouTube video. I'll show it right here. So it's Ovyl, I believe is his name, and he wrote a custom script so that you can create your own grid. So I'm going to show how to create this much faster than previously I showed. So if you watched the first video, you learned the basics of it. And then if you watch this video and you download this file from him, you can then do the extrusion much faster. So here is what I downloaded from his link. Okay. And now you can just customize this to your size. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sketch one, and I'm going to change the sketch to, let's say it is 40 by 40. I do have to put holes in this to allow for the bolt holes to go through. So I have to delete a little bit of geometry, but that's not bad. All right, so that updates that. And now I go to this guy right here, this grid extrude, okay? And this is where it gets pretty awesome. I can go to this right here, and I can first I want to choose like depth. So I want this to be 2 millimeters deep. I changed that in the extrude right here. So let me go back to the extrude real quick. I'll show that. So this was originally 25. I changed it to 2. So that's cool. Then we go to grid extrude. I change this to 2, and then I can start modifying this guy right here. So if I want to change the cell width, so the cell width, let's say it's 5 millimeters, and you can break this, you know, it may not update properly. So you just got to kind of play around with it. So I'm going to add a 0.5 cell gap, and that's creates that. And then here's where I can go to hexagon, and it will now put a hexagon shape inside of here. Okay, should. And if it has any issues, we can maybe take some of this out, fix it. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. So to put my bolt hole locations in, I should, you know, add a couple little pieces right here, a couple little circles. So this is so much easier than the previous video, but, you know, you have to suffer through some pain first, and then you learn these simple tricks. So it's always best to know how to do it the old-fashioned way. There's probably a better way than I did it, but this is a super quick way, and thanks to this guy for making this available. So if I wanted to add that shape right there, so now I know that previously they were like 4 millimeters inboard, and let me go back to this guy. So I will just create another extrusion. So sketch right on top of this guy right here, and I will create like a circle here. I want to create like a box, I guess. So the box will be like create from here to here, and probably around 8 millimeters, I'm guessing. We'll see on the first one what happens. So let me dimension this. I'm going to stick that guy to this here, and we can do coincident if we wanted to, but I like dimensions. They're just easy to see. Okay, here to here, and let's put 8. Okay, it broke because it's stuck to the edge, so I can click right there and I can get rid of one of these. I think maybe it's that one. Nope, that one. Yes. There we go. But now, hold on a second. Perpendicular? Yeah, it's perpendicular. What's breaking you? Why are you broken? All right, so I should be able to pull the edge in now. Get rid of that guy. Clean. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So now it's not linked to that edge. So that's fine. So now I will take this dimension. This is gonna be 8, and then this dimension to here is gonna be 8. We'll see if this is enough. I don't even know off the top of my head. And now I can do a quick extend on that guy. Click off of this. We could do the extend right here, taking this guy to here, and then we're going to do a trim right there, and we're going to trim that. So just kind of slide it right through, slide through, and it should cut that off. Okay, there we go. Sketch is done. All right, so now I want to put a solid in there. So I'm going to sketch that and extrude that. Good, extrude. Sketch 3, there we go, and then flip it and change that to 2. There we go. So that's basically the shape. Now we want to put a circle in here, and then what I'm going to do is a circle, a hole. I'm going to put some points in here. So I'm going to go back to my sketch 3, and I'm going to put a point in here. Point is right here, and he's going to, I don't want him to stick to anything. I just want to put a point right there. Yeah, okay. And then I want to dimension that from this side here. So here to here, and then 4, and then here to here. It's going to be 4, and then that's done. So now there's that point inside of there. So now I should be able to do the same shape on the other side. So let's do one hole, and then we can modify that hole. So I'm going to go to hole right here, and on hole I'm going to choose a counterbore hole, and I'm going to show my sketch that I just made. That's my hole location, and I want it to be the diameter of my bolt, and that is 6. It's 5.5, so I'm going to make this 6, and then 1 depth. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want right there. All right, so that looks pretty darn good. And so this is a much faster method of creating this. So now I can just duplicate these, so I can go to sketch, and let me try and see if I can extrude. I'm going to take that extrude. I'm just going to go new. This is how I can copy that over there. Okay, so now I'm going to go and do a linear pattern. I'm going to do this guy right here, this extrude right here. We're going to go this direction, and we're going to go 35, I think. Or is it 40? It might be 40. 40 minus 8, so 32. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to go with the other one, and we'll do another linear pattern. This guy, and then we're going to go down this time, this edge right here, and we're going to do the 32, 2 pieces. Yep, exactly. Okay. And now we got that. So now I'm going to change that into an add, and that should unite them all together. Nope. All right, undo that. I'm going to do a Boolean feature. So Boolean here, we're going to union all of them. So this is my parts, and ding, ding, ding. I guess it doesn't matter which one you do. Okay. Now they all should be added, but they're not. Boolean, why? This guy and all of them. Yeah, there we are. So we're going to just create dots. All right, we're going to go back to this sketch. We're going to create a new sketch on not that face. We're going to create a new sketch on this top face. Okay. And now we want to create some points. Point here. Yep, point here. We're going to go fix those locations in a second. All right, so now we can choose our distance. So this guy to this guy is going to be 32. And then this guy to this guy, 32. Here to here. Okay. Over constraints, doesn't like that guy. Maybe it's already there. No. Okay, delete that. It allowed it to move, so now we gotta move this. We're gonna control that one by this edge right here. So it should be 4. There we are. So this one should automatically be 4 now. Yep, perfect. And this one should be 4. Let's check this guy. Okay, and then here to here. Nope, 4. There we are. So that's 4. It's 32 plus 4. That's 4, 32. Okay, everything looks good. Everything should be proper now. Let's check. That should be 32 from there. Let's double check this dimension from here to here. Nope, it wasn't 4. So now I made it 4. And then this one over constrains. Let's get rid of this guy. We're going to constrain that guy. Spacebar, come on, get out of there. Here to here. We didn't constrain that. There's that one. 4. That's what I want. But I don't want, I want this one and this one to be on the same edge. Silly Billy. It doesn't like that. All right. Pull you back. You got to be 0 from that edge. You give me such a problem. 0. You just should not be constrained. Why is it? Show constraints. Get rid of that. Okay, now we should be good. Now we want to go 0. I want to take a dimension from here to here. Dimension from here to here. 4. There we are. All right, finally. Back to our holes. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our hole. We can actually grab this and drop it down. I'm going to choose that. And there we are. Much easier. We can clean this. We can make this look a little prettier if we want, but I think it's fine. Yeah, so much easier way, much quicker way to do this. And using the grid extrude FS from Reese, from this guy right here, he gave a link to the extrudents right here. So if you want to use his video, grab this, or you can grab my copy, whichever you want, and then it has this grid extrude in it, and you can play around with that. Pretty useful. I actually really like it. Don't know how often I'll get to use it, but it's definitely something worth learning and knowing. So thank you. Hope this video was beneficial, and if you have any content that you would like me to create, send me some comments in the YouTube video, and I'll try to get to them and maybe make some video on different types of content. So thank you. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.